I always felt like people thought like me, people had the heart like me, people felt things deeply as me, but they do not. Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Fiance, and if you are new here, please make sure you leave a like and a subscribe, as my channel is going to be a vibe. And on my channel, you'll find spiritual growth content, personal development, leveling up, becoming the best versions of ourselves, lifestyle, vlogs, and more, as I am still experimenting with my channel. And so I will highly appreciate if you guys do subscribe. For today's video, I will say it's a very sensitive topic in my opinion, and it was once a sensitive topic for myself, which has everything to do with friendship betrayal, failed friendships, a loss of a friend, basically endings to relationships when it comes down to friendships. And I personally feel like this is very prominent in the world right now. This is something that collectively many people are going through, and many people need a little bit of help, a little bit of upliftment, motivation with. And this is coming from someone who has experienced this literally all my life. I swear to you, I've always had some type of failed friendship in my life, and I never could understand why. I could never really fathom why every time I have a friend, something's always occurring. And I was once one of those people who always had a group of friends. I had a lot of friends, I'm not even gonna lie. And I thought that was something to be proud about. Felt like, oh, if I had a lot of friends, that means it's, that's a good thing. Not realizing that that's not really true. I do want to say, if you are watching this video, you're more than likely someone who is concerned. Maybe you're having a little bit of nostalgia. Maybe you're dealing with this right now. But you are someone with an unconditional heart. You view friendships highly, and you take love seriously. You value interpersonal connections. And I just want you to know this is a great start, and I am proud of you, because not a lot of people, you wouldn't be watching this video right now if you wasn't that type of person. Regardless if you have negative attributes of yourself to work on or not, we all have things to work on. Nobody in this world is perfect, which is something I always say in my videos, and we're all a work in progress. However, it takes a person really to devour themselves to really realize that not everybody is willing to do that. So anyways, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so this one is one of the most important ones, I will say, that I wish I knew when I was younger. I wish I took this advice when I was younger, because I didn't start realizing this until around 20 years old, honestly, which is not every friend is worth the investment. I was going hard in the paint for people who was not going hard in the paint for me. And I literally remember so many different experiences when I would come home being younger, just upset that I went on my way for certain friends, but when it came to me, they wouldn't be the same way, And I'm not gonna sit up here and say every friend I had was not worth investing in, but a lot of the friends who I mistaken as my close friend, as a good friend to me, really wasn't. And they didn't really view me as someone to really go hard for. And so your girl was out here always, showing up for them, answering the phone for them, checking in. I was always checking in on a lot of people, always calling people up like, hey, you trying to do this? You trying to get into this? It's a lot that goes into all different relationships, but a lot of people don't realize that friendships is an investment. It's an emotional and energy, mind, body, soul investment. And it needs to be taken seriously, because your heart can get hurt, your feelings can get hurt, and so much more. And I just believe that if you are putting so much of that into someone, no matter what it is, and you're not receiving reciprocation back, you need to really take a step back and question that friendship. And I know we hear it at times where they say you shouldn't have to do something for someone just because they did it for you, which is true. But of course, if you're not reciprocating anything, that needs to stop. And I feel like you'll be able to spot how they truly are once you stop what it is you're doing too. And so overall, allow yourself to really discern what friends is worth investing in. And Yeah, honestly, this is like the best thing I will say for anybody who takes, you take relationships seriously, of all dynamics, and really like don't put your, don't do it. So now we got to reflect on ourselves as well, because we got some things to work on too. And one of the things I had to realize about myself was that I was a very clingy friend. I was clingy. Your girl was clingy. And I also was someone who would speak before I thought, speak before you think type of person. I definitely was that person. And so I would say things at the spur of the moment. I would not kind of be nonchalant to other people's feelings. But one thing I can say about myself, I've always been the type of person to talk out certain situations and conflicts. I do not like conflict. And so I would always try to talk out conflicts, but it would never seem to get anywhere. But again, there were certain toxic traits that I had to work on. And I'm very grateful that I can hold myself accountable to the fact that, yeah, I did have some things to work on about myself. And through this reflection, this has allowed me to reconnect back to that little girl who is still there, who's very giving, sweet, because I almost became one of those people who was like, I'm done with humanity. Humanity is not to be trusted. This also has allowed me to reflect on the type of friend that I want in my life. So through your experiences, right, reflect so you can become the friend that you want to be, and also so you can attract the friends you want in your life. Even though God will bring you different people in your life regardless, He will bring in who you're ready for. So take that into consideration and do some work on yourself if you haven't yet. Next is be picky who you let in your energy, in your circle, who you call your sis, your bro, your cousin, your family. I was definitely that person who, when I felt a connection with someone, or I felt that they were cool, they seemed down to earth, they seemed similar to me. You get that great, amazing feeling from someone. But I didn't realize that it's important to test people out, because a lot of the times people are going to test you. They want to test you to see if you are who you say you are. And I wouldn't do that. I would just automatically assume people who they say they are, people who, what they show me to be. I just assumed it. I believed it. I always felt like people thought like me. People had the heart like me. People felt things deeply as me, but they do not. And that does not mean that you have to surround yourself around the same exact person. Opposites do attract, but it's important to test people. It's important to let people earn your trust, and don't force something or rush into something just because you have a spark there. Once again, this is not about being this overly high standard person, but at the end of the day, standards need to be set in this time we're in. It's way too much deception going on to be allowing anybody in just because they look a certain way or they nice or how they come off. So that's that. That leads me to say, certain friends just have a different type of management system. You have those friends that you can be your true authentic self around, like it's pure nature. Like anytime y'all disappear from each other, it's just back cool, y'all good. Versus those friends that need extra work, that's different. And then you also have those friends who are associates. Now, back in 2017, I went on a rampage, literally. I was cutting everybody off like zoot. I was like, you gotta go, your mama, everybody has to go. Like, it was a lonely time, but I was very inspired during that time. I felt very confident in myself. But then the aftermath, a year later, that's when the depression kicked in. Also, my spiritual awakening happened in 2017 and 2018, really 2018. But what I was experiencing during that time, I didn't realize I was actually going through a spiritual awakening by cutting off that many people, because I never did that before. I've always been a people pleaser, always been someone who was just like keeping people around me just because. Why not? Because they my friend. And there's certain friends for certain things. Not every friend deserves that friendship title, because I'm a person, I take friendship seriously, and that title is serious to me. And it's probably serious to you. So what I mean by this is, some friends have that associate title, such as a friend that you may see here and there. or associate you may see here and there. You may wave at them, hey, how you doing? Or this may be someone you go to networking events with, you socialize with, but it may not necessarily be someone that you tell all your business to. You know this person, like, yeah, this person ain't somebody I tell my business to, but I hang out with this person. We have a good time together. We party together. We, I don't know, go to business events together. Some people may say, I'd rather not have those type of people around me. That's 100% true. But I'm a firm believer that there are certain people who come in our lives for reasons, seasons, and also lifetimes, which leads me to my second point. So when it comes down to not every friend has to be cut off, some people are literally in your lives to maybe help you out for a season. It may not necessarily be to help you out in a good way. Sometimes to help you out to deal with your trauma. But sometimes it's like a person may come in your life. They may be hecka cool and give you good vibes, but then they leave you after a while, just to show you a different type of lifestyle or to spark something in you. You just really never know. And then of course we have those who are lifetime friends who take time to really learn. So even if someone is your associate during that time, it may grow over time. It's certain relationships I've had that I feel like I shouldn't have cut off. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have actually had some cool friend that was really good to me that I just cut off too. And I shouldn't have cut her off, but understanding why someone's in your life can be very beneficial. You may not necessarily know it during that time, but the aftermath may help you to overcome whatever situation that occurred between you and that friend, whether it was something that happened between you that was terrible or you guys just grew apart. And I think that's very, very helpful to really take that heavy weight off your heart, from that emotional attachment to what happened, Now I want to talk about how you wasn't the problem. All right. This is a huge epiphany I had because I used to beat myself up a lot on everything, every failed relationship I had. I would beat myself up about the whole situation. But you wasn't the problem, at least most of the time, because only you know your story. A little story time really quick. I had a friend who I knew for about 4 years. So we knew each other during our senior year and then the 3 years after that. And we were close, but then we grew apart because, school, things like that. During this time, I was also in a very toxic relationship, which it was very toxic. And I would tell this person a lot of my business, again, confiding in a person that I thought I trusted. But I also got a lot of weird vibes from her. I just overlooked it. She would be very supportive of the negative things I had to say or negative experiences, things I'm going through. But when it's positive, ain't no support there. But in regards to this toxic relationship, she would be so all ears, so excited to hear what's going on. And she would be encouraging me to stay in a relationship with someone who was cheating on me. And during this time, I was very delusional. When I tell you I was delusional, your girl was delusional, losing my mind, losing myself. And she would be like, oh, you guys are going to be good. How are you guys doing? Everything's going to be good. You guys are going to be good. You're going to work it out. And me, I've always been a friend. I'm going to tell you like it is. No. Anybody that know me and they tell me something negative about somebody that they're dating, I'm quick to tell you no, you need to cut that person off. You need to stop dealing with them. But this particular friend would encourage me. It is I have to realize like later on down the line, like, okay, this girl really, 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 really like to see me down. And then as I started to exit out this relationship with this person I was dating and build my confidence back up, and the old fiance started to come back, such as my confidence, my outgoing personality, and just other attributes that she never knew of. She started to become distant. Sorry, I got all these hand movements, but she started to become distant. She started to leave me out. She wasn't inviting me out. And I would always invite this person out. This was a friend I invested in. I would pick her up, always invite her out, everything. I knew this was coming because I noticed a lot of things that was occurring with her in regards to me. Moral of the story is, I wasn't the problem, because I will always try to talk out whatever we had going on. I even confronted her in a very solid way in regards to why she was acting the way she was acting towards me. She never gave me a valid answer. And that leads me to say, once again, I was never the problem. She was the problem. So I want to tell you, no, you're not the problem. So don't beat yourself up because somebody's treating you a certain way. A lot of people have a lot of envy, jealousy, unhealed trauma, just as we all do. But most of us are aware of it. We deal with it. We handle it in a situation, a very healthy, mature situation, a healthy, mature way versus someone who is just out here. They don't know how to handle it properly. And you can't do nothing about that. You can only say so much. You can only do so much. So don't beat yourself up at all. Okay? Because that's what I did. I beat myself up for a long time in regards to so many different things. And it kept me holding myself back and delaying myself from really doing things I need to do. Because I feel like, dang, me being myself did something wrong. Me being happy, me being confident did something wrong. If you had some type of experience like that, understand you are not the problem. Excuse me, but you're not the problem. They are the problem. I'm getting real comfortable now because in the beginning, I haven't made a video for YouTube in a while, so I've been a little nervous. My words been a little choppy. Forgiveness is better than being a victim. When you forgive someone, it does feel hard to do, but it feels amazing. Like, I swear to you, when you really take the time out to forgive even yourself for what you allowed, it feels freaking amazing. It takes time, but it's better than being a victim. Being a victim to the fact that you was hurt, you were betrayed, you were lied to, somebody you trusted, you loved, did you dirty, did you wrong. It hurts, but it's you can't sit in that forever. As I was stating, I thought I was the problem, playing victim, right? For a long time. Imagine if I stayed in that type of mindset all the way up until now. I wouldn't have done as much healing work on myself as I've done. I wouldn't have faced a lot of my traumas if I continued to be a victim. I wouldn't be on this video telling you this right now. I wouldn't feel confident in myself to tell you this, to give this advice to you. You may be a person that held grudges, because I can personally say, every time I felt triggered about something, I would bring it up like, yeah, I had a friend who did this to me. I had a friend who did that to me. And I know that's probably a little bit annoying to some people, because some people ain't really experienced betrayal how some of us have experienced betrayal before. Or that ain't really a part of their life lesson. Now, we all experience betrayal, but some of us experience it very deeply. We feel it a lot deeper than others know. And so some people I know for a fact probably thought like, dang, this girl is clingy. This girl must be the problem. This girl must be the one who causing all of this, but it's really not the case. I understand how it feels to hold a grudge or feel a little bit bitter about something. And it's like, damn, like that really happened. Like, are you serious? Like, that hurts. And I'm still stuck on that. I'm not still stuck on it, but you feel like you're stuck on it and it just won't go away. But time heals all wounds. So allow the time that it takes to deal with whatever you experience with that friend, because it hurt. And your emotions, your pain, everything is valid. And don't allow anybody to make you feel otherwise. Quality over quantity, baby. Quality over quantity. Going to everything I stated before, setting them standards, being picky, investments, investing in the right friends, things like that. I fell into a desperation when I went on a rampage of cutting everybody and their mama off. Oh, I got a long video, y'all. I was cutting everybody and their mama off, right? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hit this girl up. And I would hit people up, hang out with them, and it would just be terrible. Like, I went to Florida with this one girl just because I knew her from school, and we had both just turned 21. I'm like, let's go to Florida. It was the terriblest time of my life with this girl. And I was just desperate, I was desperate for friends, and I can admit that. Like, I even went on the app, which I don't think this is bad, because this is very helpful for people who move out of state, things like that, to make friends. But I was desperate. Like, I was hanging out with people that we ain't the same. We don't have the same values. And so always remember quality over quantity. If someone ain't giving you that quality type of friendship, when it comes down to your standards, you need to disconnect from them. They need to, they not for you, and you not for them. And lastly, I want to mention however long you knew a person does not matter. And that's what kept me stuck in friendships for a long time as well too. I felt like I known this person for a long time, and me and this friend, you know, our relationship can work out. We can fix the problem, but it would never be fixed. I would try to fix it, but it never would be fixed. But I always stuck around and hung around these people, kept these people in my circle, because I'm like, friends for life type thing. No, ain't no friends for life. Ain't no friends for life. When that person keeps showing you who they are, they need to go. Listen to your intuition at all times. I feel like due to betrayal, you should be able to really build up your intuition. That is, once again, that forgiveness will allow you to be grateful and thankful that you have spotted out the fake and phonies. Period, point blank. And your intuition gonna be on 10. Listen to your intuition, okay? Always listen to your intuition. Even if it sounds crazy, it sounds wrong, your intuition will never lie to you. So, you know, sometimes the people that we just meet will literally be a blessing in our life. Going back to what I said about some people coming into our lives for a lifetime season or a reason. And I came across a person a while back who I'd never seen this girl again, but she did my hair for 12 hours because we was talking the whole time. And it was the most freaking soul tribal freaking connection I ever had with someone in a long time, where we just was connected. Like, we was talking about so many different things all at once, like from the Bible to aliens to God to relationships, struggles to business. We was just talking and we was vibing. It was no conflict. And I had just met this girl. And she was hecka cool. It was like, I'm not even gonna go all into the spiritual things that we was talking about, but it was very interesting. It was dope. Somebody that come in your life right now may be the bestest friend you ever had versus someone who been in your life since you was 10 years old. So anyways, you guys, those were a few epiphanies I've had. I have so much more. I did not plan for this video to be this long, so I hope you did stay to the end of this video. I ain't gonna lie, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are